Make that beat fly.
Get it, Charlie.
Yep.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the YGOC podcast, Young Guns of Comedy. I am one of your gracious hosts, Fatima Ming, and to my left we got
K. Dot. What's up with it?
and we got
Whisper.
and we got on the end there
Hey, Charlie Wilson TV.
behind the glass. We got HNS in the building as always.
Shalom to the people.
So
Niggas is
I can't.
Shalom to the people.
Yeah, so we back after Super Bowl Sunday. You guys watch the Super Bowl?
Of course.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Did
course
y'all
I
miss
did.
us? No? Like, oh,
probably,
Yeah, I'm
probably, maybe a little bit.
back.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Miss K Dot.
You
That's what they
should.
say.
I
They
did.
say they
Yeah.
miss K Dot.
I was down and out. Bitch, I ain't miss you either.
Did y'all go out to watch the game, or y'all just kind of?
I went out. Yeah,
I went out.
I went to my partner crib, man. It was just chill, some at his spot, low
Little,
key.
little kickback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super. I'm glad. I was happy with that
It was
decision.
a real good game. I enjoyed it. What about y'all?
I didn't watch
didn't
the game.
watch
I
it.
just watched the halftime. I ain't gonna lie to
Wow.
you. I just was like, when I have time. Oh, okay, I'm here. It was
Man.
cool. It was cool.
I watched the
Inspiration.
halftime show after the fact. I made it through like half of it. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't like trash in the words of Whisper, but it was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed the game. Shout out to Kansas City for that win, man. Taking that W, man. I feel like it went to a good young quarterback. It was good to see a city that win that hasn't won in like 50 years. So shout out to Kansas City for that, man.
Shout out Shakira.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
About that
Shakira.
halftime show.
They all.
Yeah.
both
What'd y'all
of
think of
them
that shit?
50,
It was
40,
good.
so,
That
yeah.
was good.
It was
I didn't
very
know that
good.
was J-Lo's daughter, though. I was just like,
Yeah,
oh.
I thought that was
okay.
cool.
With what's his name, Mark Anthony.
Yeah, like her daughter has a beautiful voice. I've heard her sing on like other like I think like IG videos or whatever
Yeah,
that
that's
J-Lo
right.
posts. She has a pretty
She's right. She's building. She's building.
I'm mad, though. How dope is that? You can just
She's
put your
Mark
daughter
Anthony.
on like that, though.
right on the
I
whole
mean,
Super Bowl.
Super
halftime
Bowl, that's what
show,
I'm saying,
like,
Super
really?
Bowl.
Must be nice.
That's her introduction to launch herself out there.
Man.
You know?
Yeah,
J-Lo
apparently.
got
Wow.
long money.
Yeah.
What y'all think about her doing the little stripper thing?
I knew you was gonna say that. People was talking shit like she
No,
50.
I
I'm
mean,
like, let
it's
her
a-
live her life.
It's entertainment.
Did
Yeah.
you see though? There was this guy who said he.
Did y'all see that part?
I was like, what was? I think she forgot the words. Nigga.
Nah, she was just doing some Shakira shit.
Right, exactly.
But I heard it's like a cultural kind of connotation too. I guess from where she's from, because she's from the island or something like that, right? So she said
that
that's
fucking
just
cultural.
Yeah.
Like,
that was where her go-to was.
I know Hispanics do
tried,
that,
he
or
tried.
they do that holler thing when they like.
yeah, but
You know what I'm
flicking-
talking about?
flicking
What
your
holler
tongue
thing?
is
What
not
you
no
talking about?
Cultural thing.
I can't do it.
No,
it's
it's what you
it's
did.
like okay. You're from LA, so you know what I'm talking about. Like the Mexicans, they do this like.
They whistle. That ain't
No, it's like it's like this weird yelling thing that they do.
No, I don't know what fucking
Oh.
Mexicans.
You're
you
gonna
know.
have to give us an example,
I
right?
can't do it. I can't do it
Oh,
correct.
man.
I'll tell y'all.
You
I'll
talking about the
I'll
words
find
by
it.
your house.
You got all of our Hispanic viewers at the house. They at the house were scratching their head and shit like, what
They
is this
know what I'm
motherfucker
talking
talking
about.
about?
No, they don't. They like, we don't know what you talking
Somebody
about.
comment and let us know what call in.
What I'm talking about. But no, it's not like that. It's not like that little thing she was doing. My friend said that's
That
how.
little thing. that she
Yeah,
was
man.
doing.
Oh,
Is that how the Hispanics are approaching you, Whisper? Because if they're going about it all
they're
wrong.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
If anything, I thought that
Shit.
would be like culturally going to the people from India or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't never
well,
heard
that's
of.
racist.
No, my nigga, I'm just saying, like, you talking about the Mexicans doing that. I ain't
Nah,
never.
but she
in
like-
all my years of LA, I've never heard of Mexican.
they do like that. That shit. You never heard them do that?
Hold on, she just tried it, y'all. She just tried it. She just tried.
You never see. You've never been to a Mexican wedding and they do that.
No, I think I know what you're wearing.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
okay, I got you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Charlie, because
Look at
that
Fatima
is,
smirking because Curtis is before too. She don't want to laugh, but she's smirking.
that's nowhere near what the fuck security is.
But no, that's what I was
Super
saying.
Bowl.
I was saying like I thought that was a Hispanic thing,
Right,
not
right.
what she's saying. Look,
Right.
look, what the fuck was that? That's like when I asked a nigga what that mouth do, and that's what he does.
Ah.
All right.
Okay,
Anywho,
okay.
but did
Yeah.
you see this guy say he wants to sue the Super Bowl because of how inappropriate it was and like
With the
What
stripper
is he
pole.
talking
the
about?
stripper
all that
the
kind of
stripper
stuff?
star and the dancing and all that stuff.
Well,
But how does he know what that is if you ain't never been there?
But no, he was saying he just was watching it. He thought it was going to be just regular. And he's like, I got my son here. He's 13. His hormones are going off.
Oh my God.
And
People be
he literally
reaching.
wants to sue for like
Nah,
billions of
they're
dollars.
just
Damn.
hypersensitive.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Is that worse than the Janet Jackson thing?
No, because that was really accidental, and they just
Yeah.
went with it. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We
Like,
did
all
get
right,
a
your
nipple.
nipple out.
Shout out to Janet Jackson's nipple.
Accidental
Yeah.
nudity.
Still love you.
Yeah, they just kept going with it though. Like,
I don't think it was an accident.
I do
Personally.
because
Yeah, I
like,
think it was accidental.
Yeah, because like she kind of looked and he kind of looked, and they were just like, "Fuck it, go with it."
Right. She's a professional.
Shakira
I mean, she got
went,
enough clout and enough
Shakira
money.
went right to the camera and was like, "No."
Right. It was like she was competing with the nipple thing from those years. She's like, what else can I do?
Man, in my opinion, they
Shakira
don't never
was-
have to do nothing. It's so many of y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do.
Crazy.
What?
That was racist.
That was racist.
Yeah.
That was
like,
extremely racist.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
It is a lot of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No filter, K.
All right, that's
why
two
we love
strikes
her.
to
That's
our
why we love
Hispanic
her.
I live in the
audience
valley,
today.
so
no, I mean, I
that's
feel
not 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Don't
You started
can't
with the
count
la, la,
my-
la, la.
No, yours
That
was
is
like
what his-
overtly. Like I was just being upfront with my take. Like
Yeah.
you was on some like
I-
all of them do that.
I was saying that is something that Hispanics or Mexicans
Right.
do. That's
No, you said I thought that was part of their.
Culture.
Culture.
Cultural
Yes.
thing. Yeah, like a cultural
That's
thing.
Well, whatever.
racist.
Okay, well I've been
But
to
I
a
get it
few
now. At a
Hispanic
party,
weddings and
right,
they do
right.
that, so I just thought it
No,
When
was
it's
like a
lit,
thing.
when it's really popping. That's like equivalent to the black people. Hey!
Okay, well.
Maybe, kind of,
I
sort of,
think
a
so.
little bit.
I
That's all right.
guess.
They probably like, no, it's not.
Well, my bad.
Using it all wrong.
Didn't
No, I
mean
mean,
to
my
offend.
bad if y'all offended. Like,
Well, that's why we asked for y'all to comment, call in, let us know what's up so we can have correct cultural appropriation. As y'all learning our culture and we are learning others,
I'm
we
not
are
all
looking to
hypersensitive
get
about
more.
what I saw
involved.
on TV. Like,
Right.
clearly he hasn't been to a good strip club if he thinks that's.
And at the end of the day, it's
Doing the
entertainment.
most.
Like, you know, the Super Bowl halftime show is going to be over the top. It's entertainment. Like,
Right.
please
But
stop
that's not-
getting all in your
I
feelings.
mean, I feel like you can't avoid watching that kind of shit now. You watch TV, commercials,
Exactly, it's everywhere.
VH1. Oh my goodness, don't watch TV at all. You gotta hide from it all.
Man,
Yeah.
I hear cartoons say shit. So like, you worried about
She's
she
talking about
was
Family
fully
Guy.
clothed,
Mhm.
but you let your kid.
Yeah,
watch
he was
some
just
shit.
saying like he didn't know that that's what it was gonna be, but then everybody was like, "Nigga, it's J-Lo and Shakira."
Exactly.
Like,
Like, what
you
were
knew
you
they was gonna
expecting?
come
You knew
with
you was
the
gonna see
sex
some ass.
appeal. Yeah,
Right,
They gonna come out
right,
here and
Well,
potato
I mean,
sacks and sing their
right.
In his
songs.
defense,
Like,
if he's
no.
not a fan, like he really didn't know what
That's
they
true.
was they gonna
That's
do.
true.
He
Of
was
course.
like, oh.
Should have took his kid to the back. Hey, let's go read a book, Timmy.
I mean, he could
Don't need to
have
see
they
this
could have
part.
just not watched the halftime show. Like,
Yeah,
That's true.
once
pretty
it started
much.
getting too much,
Inappropriate.
like,
Getting
out of
yeah,
hand, son.
like,
Right.
I didn't know none of Shakira's songs besides the "Hips Don't Lie" thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
a huge
really?
Shakira fan.
Right, me either. I didn't know a lot of the
I
J-Lo
didn't
songs
really
either.
feel like they sang the whole time.
It's
I
Jenny
feel like
from
it
the
was just
Block.
them moving around.
When she
I
did
thought it
that
was
Ja
good.
Rule joint,
I
when
thought
Ja
it
Rule
was-
that song came
Yeah, I
out.
thought
Yeah.
Ja Rule was gonna come out.
Yeah, me
Entertaining.
too. I was looking for him.
I didn't think so.
I'm still mad that 50 Cent like 50 Cent ruined his career. I was like, damn, I was loving that music, Ja Rule's music. It was lit.
I mean, you still can love it. Like, so
Yeah.
you let 50 ruin
He
your
made some
your
hits.
vibe.
No, I wanted more. Like it was like right in the middle of him like still popping, and 50 Cent just kind of like crushed his career, and I was like, damn.
Shout out 50.
We was about to get some more duets, nigga.
But other than Super Bowl, what's been going on with you all this past week? What have
Yeah.
y'all been up to?
Hey,
The
yeah.
past
ahead,
2 weeks,
Charlie.
actually.
Yes, we're gonna shoot the shit. What we gonna do? We're gonna shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit
I
with
tell you what
Charlie.
I did this weekend.
What'd you do?
I had a comedy show Friday
Whoop.
at a high school. Had to be a clean
wow.
show. No curse words, no say, no nothing. Super clean. Parents, students, administration. But it was dope because the kids were producing the show. So lights
Oh, that's
and
cool.
you know, they're putting the lineup together. So it was super dope, man. So
That's
shout out to Takara Williams who put me on that show, man.
Oh, I
it
love
was a good
Takara.
experience, man.
She's so thick.
Yeah. Facts.
She's beautiful. That's cool. How do
Yeah.
you do with clean comedy? I'm not good at it.
You know, I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a challenge, you know, for me. It's something I'm still kind of working on, as I think a lot of other comics out there are. It's a whole lane that's wide open. Because
Yeah.
if you can do clean comedy, you know,
do
you're
anywhere.
separating yourself from the group. So I have a couple of homeboys like Aaron Airwood, shout out to AE, who does clean comedy. He can do churches, he can do the Laugh Factory and shut it down. So I think if you're a clean comic, you're a little bit more of a threat to
That's
a lot
true.
of the other comics and stuff that are out there. So there was
Yeah.
another girl, Brianna, who's from Dallas too, who was on the show, and she was like, "Oh, all I have is clean." And I was like, "Oh, what do you? Girl, get on up there and do your thing. You
Yeah.
good." So it was interesting, but
But like
good
when
time.
I've seen you, Charlie, it's not like you're particularly vulgar, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
think it's a challenge for you to do
yeah,
a
but
clean
I
set
can
anyway.
curse
cuss a little
sometimes,
bit.
and I got some sex stuff, and
Yeah,
it's just being aware of those curse words, because sometimes you can just slip into those little rabbit holes of man,
It just
shit,
kind of comes
oh,
out.
Yeah.
you know.
And everybody has their different versions of clean. That's why a lot of comics hate to do cruises. It's good money in it, but
Right.
like their clean is different.
Right,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about, sex and certain things. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, can't curse, nothing.
So
That's
I think the
what
more
I mean,
show.
because I went on a Super Bowl cruise and it was whole families on there, and I don't think they signed up for that.
It was turned up on there, wasn't it?
Very much so.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about kids in a jacuzzi with
Wow,
grown people.
wow.
Like, yeah.
Booties all in the face,
So
thongs,
I was like,
cocoa butter.
I kind of feel like when you
Cocoa
That's
butter.
what you should expect
sign
from our
up for a
cruise.
Hey, we
You
gonna have
should-
cocoa butter on the rollout cruise, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
you
gonna be
subject-
Freak
you
Nick on our
subject to
cruise.
see a lot of shit.
Don't bring your kids, is what we trying to say.
No, you
your
can bring
kids.
them, because once they on the boat, shit, they on the boat.
Right.
Ain't nothing you can do.
You just gonna see some ass.
Yeah,
Everybody's twerking.
yeah.
Is everybody twerking on the cruise?
Yeah.
Is everybody going?
Not me.
Y'all
Nigga,
get-
You see me.
Allegedly.
Okay.
You
All right.
see me.
All right, fellas. Well, we'll be looking for others that are.
Not so much so Kareem.
Super funny. What about y'all, man? What y'all had for the weekend? I just pretty much did that show Friday. Chilled, took my daughter to the movie yesterday, so we was kind of low key, man. Cleaning the
nice.
shit, grown folk shit. What about y'all?
My week was cool. I hung out with K Dot. I don't know why.
Hey.
K Dot.
Wow.
K Dot. Me and K Dot went to an open mic, and then she took me to another open mic in Inglewood. Took me on a hood tour. It was so much fun. I was like, this is exciting.
Right, this is the culture I've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's like, so over here is where I did this.
I was like, so you've lived a life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
You gotta
nah.
take exits sometimes. You gotta get off on the right exit.
But no, it was fun. We did really good. I was like, man, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I was like, yo, I'm getting really quite good at this comedy
There you
thing.
go.
Like,
That's what's up.
pretty proud of myself.
That's how you supposed to
I
feel.
was proud of
But
her, too.
yesterday, I had to deal with the politics of comedy.
Mm.
So like 2 months ago, I went and was trying to get on this show, and the guy he runs a show. I didn't know at the time he doesn't like to have female comics. Whatever. My friend told me to go. I go and try to meet him. He literally speaks to every male comic in the room, but never speaks to me.
Mm.
That's fine, whatever. So yesterday,
No, that's not fine, but go ahead.
Right.
yesterday I go to another show and he is there again, being an asshole. And my friend who had told me to go see him told him that I said he was an asshole. So now I had to deal with that and confront him about that yesterday. And I was like, if you don't want female comics, whatever, you know what I mean, you losing out.
Right.
But don't be a dick about it. You know what I mean?
Is this the
Like,
same guy? Because I feel like you told me a story like
yeah,
this a
I
while
told you when
ago.
it first happened, where this
Okay.
guy I went to go speak to him.
What's his name?
No,
I'm not gonna put him out there. I went to go speak to him,
I
and
knew somebody was gonna ask too. Though.
he was in a conversation. He was just going through the lineup with another comic because the comic was trying to get bumped up. And so I tapped him on the shoulder just to be like, "Hey, I'm here." You know what I mean?
Right.
He looked at me, and then went back into his conversation. He never said hello
Dang.
or anything.
Mm.
And then he, once he was done with his conversation, he spoke to the comic to my left and my right, both male comics. Then shook everybody's hand and walked past me.
This nigga just blatantly disrespectful.
I know, and so, man,
Don't
comedy
in-
it's
don't
politics.
invite me.
It's politics, and
It
it's
really
hard
is.
because
It really is.
invite me.
It really is.
it's hard because there's always when people run a show, they feel like they're like the gatekeeper or
Yeah.
something.
That's
you know what I
anything.
mean?
Like that's in
Any little bit of power, it fucking
any
sucks.
kind of
But you know the downside with
Right.
that is it's such a small community in a way. You know,
Yeah.
once you kind of start working out here, you start seeing a lot of the same faces. And the downside to people to act like that is you got to be able to keep that same energy when things start to transpire or take off in another way, because you're gonna cross paths with the same people. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, all the time.
Yeah.
So I just encourage every comic or producer and stuff that's out there, man. You gotta embrace and we gotta show more love
Yeah.
and support each other.
That's
because-
why I didn't fucking blow up
Yeah.
and go like nigga fuck, like I didn't do
Yeah,
all of that
yeah.
because I'm like, at some point in time I'm gonna run into him again.
Yep.
Or he's gonna know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and he can stop your money.
Mm-hmm.
He can, he can't, but he could potentially be on some bullshit. So I just left it alone. I did calmly address him and said like, yeah, it's fucked up that you
burn it
Mm-hmm.
up inside.
go ahead.
Speak your piece, KD.
No.
It's fucked up, but it happens though.
No, it happens.
And
but
you're gonna
like,
run into people
I
who are
understand
just
that, but you
Right.
still can correct behavior. Like you don't have to necessarily be like fuck this and fuck that, but like
Address
wrong
it,
is wrong, right? I'm
yeah.
gonna address it. Like if this is how you feel about women in general, cool, but you ain't gonna do it to this one.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if if I can't get money with you, then I'm just not getting money with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. It ain't so much about the industry; it's about me. Like, I can't let that go. Like, yeah, I want to be successful, or I'm going to be successful in my comedic endeavors, but I'm never going to let nobody just disrespect me because that's how you move.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how I move. Like, I just, we just two different people when it comes to shit like that.
But my thing is, like, that night, I stayed for like 2 seconds. I watched the show. I hung out with some other comedians and got a show from a different comedian. I didn't do that one. But last night, when I interacted with him, I did calmly speak to him and told him, that was fucked up, blah, blah. He didn't apologize, whatever. But like Charlie's saying, it's a small, it's everybody wants to do comedy, but it's a very small community. And so it's just like, it's not worth it to blow up.
Right.
Because he could be somebody's homie and they don't think he's an asshole. Yeah, but they think you the asshole, and now you
talent.
And you give yourself a bad name just right there.
That's how you give yourself a bad name.
How am I gonna give myself a bad name when that's how you act? Because the only reason I have a bad name
because
if you respond to that.
But that's because he's giving his version.
His version.
It's always 3 sides to every story.
But I'm telling you, he's been in the game 10 years before you, so
they're
going to go with his
and that's
version
fine.
over
you
yours.
Gotta be able to keep moving. You can get money from anywhere.
That's
like
true.
I can't be moving around hoping that some dick don't tell another dick about another dick or another asshole because of me. Now I'm censoring myself in hopes that I can benefit from this person. Like it's more than you out here.
Right.
So like even if it is a small community, I'm not gonna sacrifice what I morally stand for no paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I hear what y'all saying, and if that's what y'all want to do that. And if he been in here 10 years and that worked for him, that means he already got what he need, who he need to keep that working with him. So let me start something new.
Exactly.
Like you getting this old money, let me get this new money.
Yeah.
That's why you minimize it. You just say, okay, cool.
That's what we're saying is like you don't give I could have been more disrespectful or more but I said my piece and I walked away.
Right, but your expectation was you was like he didn't apologize. See, I'm not looking for no apology. I'm just making sure that you know I'm not that person. Right.
Yeah.
That you ain't gotta apologize because clearly you're gonna still move that way.
Right.
But when you see me, you gonna know differently. Like, yeah, you could do that, but every time you treat me like everybody else, I'ma say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? To the point like he might not move around me no more. But that's just lost money. I'll take that L.
And I kind of just don't have the energy to fucking argue with people no more.
So whatever logic and rationale you need to make it.
Well, there's too many ways. There's too many opportunities out here.
It is
to be worrying about why somebody ain't.
And my thing is like, as long as I said my piece, I'm good. But I just don't have the energy to be like, nigga, fuck you. And I just
because that takes too much energy.
Because he's still gonna be. But all we're saying is, in this industry, you do have to not walk on eggshells, but just kind of be like,
you probably do if it depends on what kind of money you trying to make. Like I'm saying, I'm sure like you have to be a certain way to be financially successful in anything,
this industry,
in any entertainment part.
You gotta carry yourself a certain way.
Right. But like I said, at the end of the day, like as long as I remain authentic, like I'm gonna get whatever I deserve. Like you know
that's true. I mean, you do have to kind of watch it because motherfuckers will stop. They will stop your shit, and we've seen it before with big comedians where it's like, hey, what happened to such and such? They didn't do X, Y, and Z, and now ain't nobody fucking with them no more.
Too bad for them.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry they ain't getting fucked with no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care like that.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody finna make me not be me for no money because this conversation is still based about money. Like, cause you're like, oh, they can block this and they can block your money. If I'm worried about who blocking my money, I am not investing 100% of what I need to put into my craft.
And that's having a lack mindset also.
Yeah, I'm too worried about who might block my money. Man, I'm cool.
Or not even money, just block opportunities that can get you to the next level because in the beginning of comedy, you're not getting paid. Period.
If you ain't.
If you getting paid anything, it's $50, $100. But in the beginning, it's all about opportunities, and you don't want to fucking be an asshole or entertain some bullshit with somebody that could potentially block an opportunity because they tell their side of the story to the wrong person or to the right person.
That person is an asshole, and that person is still making it.
Yeah, that's true.
So like,
well, I mean, he's running a.
No, but clearly, you know that in this scenario that like I can't get at him the way I really want to because
he's in a different position.
Yeah,
he's in a different position.
Right.
Yeah.
But what you just
that's
said,
why you say, okay,
don't be this and
yeah,
don't be
get
that.
back to your
say.
shit.
Clearly,
and
you can be that and be this and still be successful.
Right.
In your
But
own right.
in successful in the sense of like he's running a show,
That's what I'm
but
saying,
he's
in your
not
own
like
right.
rolling in money. But I'm just saying like,
I mean,
you know.
for me, here's the big picture. I mean, we can all agree that if you are treating people a certain kind of way and not, being warm or not embracing them or not being respectful, you're limiting your opportunities. We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah.
So whenever people do that, just know that they are leaving more on the table for people that do have good opportunity, good
that's
attitude and a
cool.
good
You know what I'm
perspective. So
saying?
you're gonna say, cool, okay, bet.
Side note, did y'all see Monique did an open letter to Oprah?
No.
Oh,
You missed
What?
that shit was crazy. Yeah.
What?
she-
Unless you need to talk about. Is it in regards to Gayle King?
No, it's not about
okay.
Gayle. It was
Okay.
that was before. It actually
Oh,
happened
okay.
before that. Her letter was still about the shit that happened with Precious, and she was
Oh.
saying that she feels like Oprah has stopped her from
Advancing in the industry?
has stopped her from advancing, but she said has made life difficult for her.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
and I
did
was
Oprah
like, Oprah.
What'd she do?
I don't know. She's just
Like
saying
I
that
said, what
Oprah
she
has
do?
stopped opportunities for her and spread rumors about her saying she's difficult and like all this stuff.
Wow.
And
Well, she said that's her go-to for a lot of things. So
yeah.
like,
I've heard that Monique is difficult, but I met her one time. She seemed nice.
but like I said, she's successful in her
everybody seem
own
nice,
right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She
like,
did say she struggled for a long time after the whole issue with Precious.
Oh.
She did
Yeah.
struggle for because she wasn't getting work.
Yeah.
She didn't get any. She wasn't getting work until that Christmas movie she did, which I thought was pretty good.
What Christmas movie?
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I
Was
can't.
that the one with
Holiday.
Chris Brown or something like that?
No,
No,
no, that was way before.
talking about it.
And exactly. No, it was. And she had like this little curly wig, and it was
That's
the same
not-
movie,
that's
but it was
not-
just.
Yeah, right. What
Huh?
That's not gonna help us.
Right.
The name. She
I
had
don't
this
know.
curly wig, and she was
Well,
fat.
Bad.
See?
While Whisper tries to remember the name of the movie, let's move on to the hot topic.
I'm not gonna remember. I didn't see it, so.
Ain't that
I
a
just
bitch.
remember the wig.
So, for the first hot topic, we got to talk a little bit. I don't want to, but we have to. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening with number 45 this week and his acquittal. So, impeachment charges came about in December, alleging he withheld like $391 million in U.S. aid and basically tried to cover it up. And all but one Republican argued that no, that's not an impeachable offense. It's cool. Let's just let him keep rocking. So
I thought it was about him trying to shake down old dude.
it was probably several things,
But-
but that's what was the key thing. What I was looking up here.
Oh, for me, it's just like I know it was expected, but like
He
The
get
bro-
acquitted.
yeah, the broader picture should be that like we should all be more aware that like the justice system is really not set up for people of color.
Of course,
We know that.
That's no shocker.
No,
know that.
like
Yeah.
clearly we didn't know that because we thought that
We
this
tried
nigga-
it. We
this
tried
nigga
it.
was gonna get impeached, and he did it. So
I
like for
mean-
me, it was just like eye opening. Like he is exposing
He could
people-
basically do whatever the
people
fuck
of
he
no
wanted to
color
do.
get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
People of no
he just
color.
put that shit in the
Exactly.
spotlight, like just in case you
Yeah.
thought that
like it's so bad that like they don't know what to do with him.
Nah.
Like
Nah.
it's making
For
them
real.
mad. Like you know what I'm saying.
Like, hopefully
Freaking Nancy was back there like, nigga,
These
ripping his
papers.
shit up,
She told them
nigga.
bitches up like
Fuck
divorce
him.
papers. Divorce where? Nigga.
It's just
The shit
crazy.
up outta here.
It's crazy time we live in.
Yeah,
you
so
know what
Nancy
I'm
was
saying?
talking about how, the Democrats, they're still going to continue to press forward with some lawsuits they have as far as like investigating his financial records and whatnot. But
It don't even matter.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
just
glad they
can't.
pressing on, but I'm just like,
Right.
damn, he could get away with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like obvious even before he got elected.
Yeah.
Like with all the shit he was doing, like y'all still put this nigga in office. Like I
Right.
just can't.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
And the people they still support him. His base is still just strong as can be and
that's what
still
I'm
there.
on, too,
That's
like,
why that's how you know
dang.
it's beyond his actions. It's about just we on his side
Yeah,
because
no matter
of
what the
who
fuck
he
you
is.
do,
Right.
like, we just
No, I
Right.
don't even think it's on their side. I just think like they really be like, we ain't gonna hold ourselves accountable for
Right.
nothing.
Right. It's accountability.
Ever.
Right. For sure.
in life.
For sure. But you know what I will say is at least now, as opposed to years ago and when our parents were coming up and grandparents were growing up, at least we can all see and it's all clear and it's all transparent, even though it was back then too, but at least it's out in the open. We do
But
have
what
the
gonna
media. We do
do?
have videos.
We've
We do
been
have all
seeing
that kind of
it.
stuff.
What we doing? What we doing?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
It's still moving ahead.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
It's a
Yeah.
big system to fight. Like,
Yeah.
it's a
what-
big system to make a change.
It ain't about fighting the system. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? That might the questions nobody asking. You see, I'm the only person asking that question. What we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Since we see all this and do this, what we doing?
Sister K. Dot.
Yeah, let us know. What are we doing?
Assalamu
you gotta
alaikum, my
y'all
sister.
let me know what we doing. We still just sitting here
Well,
watching.
I think we're organizing. I think there are a lot of black people that are organizing. I think the
Okay.
Black Lives Matter movement has, become strengthened. I think a lot more people are aware. There are a lot more activists that are out there. So I think it is going to be a slow process, but I think that, there have been some sparks that have been
it can't be
ignited,
no fucking
even if it's just
slower.
the conversation.
I feel like-
the 50s wasn't that long ago.
Well, there's a lot of work to be done. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
Though. There's a
It's
lot of
work
stuff to
that
cover.
needs to
It
be
ain't
done.
gonna be something that's just gonna like, all right, man, we're gonna have a meeting on Sunday, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
I think we can just have a meeting on Sunday.
Do y'all think?
But do niggas want to meet on Sunday?
Yeah, well, I mean, to your point though,
First
K-Dot,
of all, niggas
hey,
is
to
having
K-Dot's
soul
point,
food, okay?
if we could organize a Sunday and say, you know what, black people or our people or just this group, we're gonna chill out and really take our buying power to the next level and really take control of things like we could. I think it would be powerful, but again, it's being able to really collaborate and come together and make those types of things.
Do y'all think his goofy ass gonna get reelected?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I do because I don't see campaign information as much. Like I gotta go look for the other candidates' information. Like
It's
I see
either gonna be him or Biden.
something here or there, but I don't even know all the candidates unless I go look.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Hella people's dropping out. Hella people dropped
yeah, a lot
out.
of people dropping out. Yang still in it? No, Yang was
Ain't nobody voting for him.
But it's just different
right,
things.
yeah.
Like that one gay dude, he
Oh,
grew
yeah.
up in West
What's his
Virginia
name?
or
Bob.
something.
What's the fuck? He got a weird last name. I forget.
Bob Pete, I don't know, but he can't win either because they just put him because he gay and this
Yeah,
and that. But if you got elected the mayor of this small town, you doing whatever they ask you to
Right.
do in
Yeah.
that town.
yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Obama was such a good
Right.
candidate. Like, not presidency wise, as a candidate, it was like, damn.
Good speaker, good leader.
Good speaker, went to the
representation,
best
for sure.
schools, everything. And it's just nobody is like that. There's nobody that's standing out that is like, oh my gosh, this is
No,
this
they
is
might-
he
they
didn't
might-
have no dirt on his record.
But
like
he didn't run
clean.
against Trump, so
Exactly.
you can really focus on it's so much focus on Trump. That's why we don't know the candidate.
That's
true.
Well, that's why.
And that may be
I
part of
don't
his
know.
strategy, just to stay relevant and stay hitting
relevant,
people.
yeah.
And,
Keep all the attention on
No,
himself.
that's his strategy is just to keep you on some other stuff.
I feel like once we get down to the last two, it'll be.
Did y'all see that young man who made a rap song about how the Senate works?
yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
shit
I
was
saw that.
nice.
I saw that.
Is that blonde hair or something, didn't it?
Yeah.
That remind me of
that was dope.
what's that?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock. That was my shit. My mom used to read those from the library.
I'm just a bill.
Okay.
I can't.
Nah, that was powerful.
Sitting
That was
on
tight.
Capitol Hill.
I can't.
I was like, that's a black bill.
That's a black bill. His name is Otis. God damn it.
They use
Not
that bill to kill
Otis.
flies.
It's stupid to dust the cotton off of them. Yeah, man. I just feel like there also needs to just be more education about because besides that, learning in middle school the branches and all that stuff, when you're in school and college and stuff, you don't really learn about how powerful your vote is. You don't learn about
You don't learn about nothing.
you don't learn
learn
about a lot of
lies.
stuff. You learn
Yeah.
a lot of
A lot
lies.
of bullshit.
I remember
Useless
taking
information.
I remember
A lot of
taking
bullshit. We spent too much time on bullshit that we didn't really need.
didn't
Exactly,
need
exactly.
equations.
They
Yeah.
told me the Indians.
Why do I have? Why did I have to learn cursive writing? Why did I have to learn cursive? Not
I
using that
still
shit
have
up.
never learned or used that motherfucking quadratic equation and shit. I'm like,
Man.
what is this for? I needed
yeah.
to learn how
Nah.
to.
And what about the
pay
what was
taxes.
it, science? The table of
Periodic table?
Periodic table with all the different.
I don't need to know
probably
that.
won't use
Well, I
that
guess
in the
depending on your field. Depending on your field, I guess if you
Nigga,
go
then
into
they should have
science,
picked that field when.
Charlie didn't pay no attention.
Right.
He was
With
at
the
that
periodic
table
table.
with the
Like,
thing.
what's this chemistry?
What's that?
No.
That period table?
Ow,
You know.
I have you know what I maintained a GPA
No, you
of
didn't.
some sort.
No, you
They
didn't.
didn't let me finish.
Charlie,
See
but
that?
you didn't take none of that
I
shit with
maintained the
you.
GPA. I was the student council president. I was.
No, you wasn't.
I
Lies.
was.
Stop lying.
For big facts. Y'all don't believe that?
You was
I-
okay.
I was.
Was you like, ooh, I probably wouldn't have liked you in school. Ooh, I would have wanted to fight you.
No.
You was popular?
I was one of the most popular actually.
Oh,
in high school.
hell
In
no.
high school.
I believe
But
that.
I was student council president in middle school.
I wouldn't have liked you.
And in all fairness, I didn't even begin.
Why is she just hating on his
That's
middle
why.
life?
That's
What is
why.
happening?
I didn't even get popular until honestly I really became confident in my voice and started being funny. And I think my comedic humorous side, I started doing school plays and shit like that.
This is the tiniest little
And,
violin.
and it just worked. I was like, all right, cool. So this is who I am.
Tiniest little violin playing for you.
Whack, dog.
I found my voice.
I'm listening to you, Charlie.
Yo,
Tell
whack.
your
I
story,
just found my
Charlie.
voice.
And then I started doing
And then
plays.
I had what?
They tease me, okay? But
Hey,
look at me now.
I used to be such a square. I was gonna go to Jenny Jones show.
I can't not
And the geek to shit.
I'm done.
Geek to shit.
I
Jenny
used
Jones
to-
in
I used to worry about the Jenny Jones. So I was like, somebody gonna call me on it. Because I was bullied.
the room.
You was a bully in school?
I wasn't a bully, but
I
I,
got-
had jokes.
My bad.
See, she was the
I got
roaster.
bullied
Yeah.
because my mom used to buy my clothes from Marshalls and thrift stores and stuff. And she used to work at this store
a
called
good mama.
Peebles. And so we got all the discounted clothes. And I used to be like, Mom, I want name brands, Mom.
I can't.
She's like, we're not going to clothes style. She was like, are you getting fed? Or like,
Wow.
now looking back, I'm like, we can't have, like, there's no way she was paying the same bills I'm paying. Like, you paying
No.
the rent?
Because we got all these,
lights?
we got this auto pay, all this surprise payments that come on our shit.
And before we move on, Seymour made a very good point. She said parents are a child's first teacher, and parents need to teach their kids too, and not only rely on schools,
Bruh,
which
what?
is extremely
Yeah.
important.
My parents taught me a lot about Black history. My aunt was a Black Panther, and so I grew up
Damn.
super militant and knew all about my culture. And
You know what which school, I'm sorry not to
No,
cut
go
you
ahead.
off. They need to really teach finance.
oh my
Absolutely.
gosh,
Like,
yes.
if
yes.
I would have knew, like I took accounting and stuff, but like, you know, it was just prerequisites. But like, they do not teach you about finance.
Balancing a checkbook,
right,
something
in the
so
real
basic.
yeah,
life.
exactly.
So like,
On purpose.
I think finance, if anything, I think as parents, you know what I'm saying, we should teach our children about finance.
And they should do home ec too. I don't know why that's not.
They don't do that
Learn how to
anymore.
cook.
Yeah.
Learn how to sew.
They
Like
don't do it anymore.
they
I did.
should.
I actually took home ec. I was,
Yeah,
I was in a
did too.
cooking
I
class.
Oh, okay.
My
Yeah.
school, I was the
didn't have
last.
home ec.
I was the last year that they did home ec.
But we still
in my
had
school.
like French and because you know they start taking.
Oh,
their
yeah, I
life.
did
You
take
need to-
French too.
I took
That was
Spanish.
dope,
Like
yeah.
Spanish.
I don't-
Bonjour,
I don't
bonjour.
know.
Comment ça va?
You don't even need that.
No, I don't. No.
You need Spanish.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
how many
that's
jobs?
racist.
No, how many jobs out
Living
here?
here.
Like if you
Yeah,
are
true.
bilingual, you'll be paid like double.
Hella true.
Yeah, especially living in Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
my
but
gosh.
Spanish is definitely
like
helpful.
coming from a corporate setting, if you don't speak the proper Spanish, they won't approve you.
Right. Yeah.
For
Oh,
that
yeah, that's what I'm
increase.
saying. You can
yeah,
learn.
but a lot of Spanish people don't speak proper
They
Spanish.
Right.
yeah, but
They-
I'm saying us as Black people need to
Oh.
learn proper Spanish,
I
not
mean, I
the
know what I
chopped and
need-
screwed.
I know what I need to know.
I can't say where's the
She know
weed
the
in
cuss
Spanish.
words, I can't, right?
You know what I'm saying? Cerveza, Barcelona,
I
Baños.
know. Come on, esta.
That is
That's how
somewhat
you.
right. That's
yeah.
somewhat
Yeah.
right.
That's how you say it.
Come on, stop.
Donde?
Yeah.
I did bad because I don't know how to
Okay.
roll my R's. Like I'm not really good at that.
Like this.
Exactly.
All
Shakira,
right.
Shakira.
I can't. Moving
See?
on.
You
so,
said I don't know how to roll my R's. I looked at you like, I think you do.
Because of the color.
Cause she's
Right.
lesbian.
See?
She's
I'm
lesbian.
done. I'm done.
Uppercut.
For real.
I can't.
I be like,
I had to get one in there because I know it's coming
Right.
later. So
Right.
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm sorry, I only can speak Spanish to your vagina.
Man. So we gotta touch on the Gayle King, Lisa Leslie interview a little bit. So I just have a little snippet of what got under everybody's skin.
Oh, don't play it.
We are.
Okay,
No.
go ahead.
So, I mean, do we have it, H&S? Can we play it, or do I just have to read it?
I would just read it.
Yeah,
I
I think it's copywritten, so we might not
We
want to play
can't.
the audio. yeah.
Oh.
Just
So basically, King says, so it's been said that, so the interview is about Kobe Bryant, if y'all didn't know that. So King says it's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge which was dismissed in 03-04. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player? Leslie said, it's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time, Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been, like, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him be the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. King says, but Lisa, you wouldn't see it, though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it. Leslie said, okay, and that's possible. I just don't believe that.
Lisa said,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's what I'm laughing at. I was like, Fatima be reading everything.
I am.
And then Lisa said,
Exactly.
and then,
Right.
girl,
I'm making sure the people
she
know.
asked a rape question.
Exactly. and then she kept trying it. So when she responded, she said, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I just don't believe those things would happen. So King says, is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer, as she's asking about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? So Leslie says, I think that the media should be more respectful at that time. If you have questions about it, y'all had so many years to talk about it. So King just said, yeah, the case, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed. So Lisa was like, all right, and I think that's how we should leave it.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Really?
I'm sorry, I had to tune back in.
Fuck you, K-Dot.
I was over here
I'm
like,
just
I'm going to
saying,
wait
my
till
nigga,
she.
like, you are a fact checker.
Everybody, I am very thorough. Y'all can, fuck y'all.
And
Fuck all of y'all.
very
That's
like
good.
to read. Would anybody
yeah.
like to read in the class? I
Head ass.
That was me too.
would. For
Yeah.
real.
I can't.
Y'all
I'm like,
jealous.
what
It's
page
okay.
you on, Fatima?
Exactly.
You should follow
along.
Hater.
She was the one that was like, you should have brought a pencil.
I sure was. Shut
I'm
the
not
fuck
going to
up.
share. You should have brought a
Yeah.
pencil to skull.
I was the reader too. I enjoy
Facts.
reading.
Teacher, can I move to the front?
How about y'all asses get on the topic? Let's do
Okay,
that.
okay.
Okay, we off you now. Whew.
So first, Gail King, right? She
Gail
was out of
King was
pocket.
dead
She
wrong,
was dead
period.
wrong, not from a journalist perspective, in my opinion. She was dead wrong for being a
Right.
person of color,
Right.
choosing to go ahead and ask that question.
Yeah. I feel like even as a journalist, it was not the time. Like Lisa said, you
Right.
you're okay. Yeah, the whole interview was about his legacy. Yes, and so the question of her saying, "Oh, is it a part of his legacy or whatever?" It was not the time to ask that question. It didn't need to be asked. It didn't need to be brought up. If you're talking about his legacy, talk about that. Don't talk about this one little thing let's not say one little thing, but this thing that happened. And Kobe, after that, lived an exemplary life. He never did any other type of bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Like, then he went on to campaign for women's WNBA and women in general.
Let me tell you something. I done told you motherfuckers I am not the
You are.
go-to of
WNBA is
the gay black caucus.
She like, so.
I just wanted
She like, he was just there.
I was just checking
Right?
my facts, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
he did that for y'all, right?
All the gay shit
See?
that you embody.
Everyone, I know you know somebody in the
Right.
WNBA. How did
And I believe K-Dot can verify that Mr.
But no, I felt
For
like she
women
was
athletes
wrong.
like yourself.
All women don't have a crossover, but I believe that K-Dot.
K-Dot does.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
But
His daughter could have been the face of not you manly looking.
Y'all are hilarious, though.
Not you manly looking. But no, my opinion is that Gail was completely wrong. And then for her to double down, like, you could have asked the question, okay. But for you to double
Gail
down,
been a
Right.
white woman in a black
Right.
woman's body for a
Right.
long time.
She pressed.
So
It was a strategy, I think, from the media outlet to really hit these these kind of hard points. But the issue was that Gail didn't have to put the hit and
Right,
push
that's what I'm
and
saying.
press
Like,
that
she
point
did it
the way
from
she
a
did.
journalistic thing. Like, I get it.
Right,
Like, you want to
right.
get the story or whatever.
Right.
But for a person of color where you know, like,
Right.
better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should have chose not to go that route.
And
like,
then I feel like it wouldn't have been as bad if she would have just asked the question,
Right.
Lisa answered,
Yeah,
and
and
left
then-
it alone. But
Left
for
it
you to
alone.
be like, but you as his friend would have never seen if he was like that
Right.
kind of a
That's
guy.
where-
Like
that's
that's
where she
fucked
lost
up.
it.
That was fucked up. That was the
Right.
part. I do feel like Snoop was a little bit much.
I don't think so because like that was his personal friend and
Yeah.
like he know what Vanessa Bryant is going like
Yeah.
nobody's taking into consideration like she lost a child and a husband.
Yeah.
So like and she got to grieve in front of everybody. And like she had to go through that with him. Like she was with him during
Yeah,
this
yeah.
case and things. So like not only are you drumming up emotions that aren't necessary, like you know what I'm saying? Now you're making me think about shit that we got past already.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But-
like she was just dead wrong for like at the
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, I don't think nobody should get death threats. But who the
Right.
fuck is talk about they go kill
Right.
Gail King.
You know what I'm saying?
People that serious,
That's
you
it.
know, they
It's
get
some
that wild.
serious
But I
Lakers
think it's just
fans,
it's,
yeah.
most of it. I will say that probably a lot of us, bullshit. People that's on the internet, watch your
Yeah,
talk, all that
yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody like because they could get to you. She's got security
There's
now.
crazy
Thanks
people
to
out
you.
there, but there are people that are really
Oprah?
that serious about this and emotional about this Kobe Bryant loss that they really are. That some people are that serious, and there's a lot of people that would just say
Chat room,
it don't
chat
take
room,
much to
call
fight.
Call in. I want to hear
Call
what y'all got
in.
to say.
Yeah.
Our
straight
number
up.
is 818-914-4087.
Yes,
Let us know
call
what
in.
you
Do you
I'm
think
sorry,
black
Charlie.
and also I guess while y'all are calling in, do you think that I won't say the black community, but black Twitter, whatever you want to call it, social media, when you wrong us or you do something out and we come at you, do you think that can be too vicious? Do you think that the overwhelming
I think
backlash can be
that's
too
just-
much as well?
You know, that's social media and that's people hiding behind things. So like, you know, that's just
Yeah, a
to,
lot of people are tough.
that's
on
just to
their
get
computer.
a response via their comment. Like I don't think it's more so like
Actual threats. You shouldn't
Yeah.
take it as serious.
but like
But you don't think that still can cause
okay, cool.
anxiety
We
and
have a-
you know
We got a
you tripping?
call.
we got a caller.
What's your name, caller?
Where you calling from with your dog head ass?
Don't talk about them.
Mama. Yo, mama.
Who is this?
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Kidding.
Judy, they talking about you.
You said mama, and I was like, Mom, huh?
Who is this?
Hey,
Hey,
Seymour.
Seymour.
I don't know if y'all had a chance
Erica
to
Cobb, I
check
know.
out. Okay, yes. her
Yes, she was great.
perspective and breaking down the different views.
Yes.
I like how she did that. But I like how Ricky Smiley had a thing to say as well. He was saying how Oprah came out almost in tears. Gail's not doing well. She's not doing
Right.
well.
Poor
It's like,
thing.
wait a minute, Vanessa not doing well.
Right.
Facts.
Exactly.
And this is what really pisses me off. That was what 2003.
Three.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
So his
ma'am.
oldest daughter is 17 years old. So on top of the fact that they lost their dad, now they're hearing all this shit. On top of grieving
Right.
their father, now
Uh-huh.
Vanessa, because he probably never talked to his kids. They're little kids about this.
Right.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
She got to address this with her children.
Yeah,
Exactly.
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 And I don't know how y'all felt, but like when Gail came out and went live and tried to explain it, it just
You
pissed
just
me
dug.
off more.
Yeah, she just
It
dug
was
herself
And
in a
that
bigger
part
hole.
about how I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk to CBS, bitch. You work for CBS.
Exactly.
You run CBS. So when they talk about some kind of, that pissed me off. Like, don't insult my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
No, they think
Yeah.
they white, Seymour.
Yes.
They think
I
they
don't know
white
what's
women.
going on. I'm like, come on now. I mean, I don't agree with the death threats and all of that.
No,
Yeah.
definitely
But
not.
people are emotional, and that was not somebody that Snoop Dogg just idolized. Vanessa met Kobe from Snoop Dogg, if I'm not mistaken. She was like on his set for
On
a
the
video.
video,
back in the day.
exactly.
So those are his friends, and he was upset. And I was perturbed with Gail. I'm trying to find the full interview.
Ooh, you was
'cause
perturbed?
She claimed, it wasn't just that little snippet. I can't even find the full interview online.
Yeah, because they
But
took it
I feel
down.
I felt like it was completely inappropriate, but I just didn't like her. Oh, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have a discussion about what was released. Bitch, you work for CBS. You don't
Exactly.
run the network.
Right.
You can pack you and your dusty wigs up and get your African
Not the
ass
dusty
the fuck
wigs.
out of here.
Dusty
It's
wigs.
hilarious.
Did you see they said she looked like Joanna Man? I died.
Man.
Actually, I said, and I
She
actually
do look
went
like
to someone
Joanna
and said,
Man.
Joanna Man look better.
Damn.
I'm just really perturbed.
But they
with
hair
that.
is they hair is healthy.
This is the thing too.
can't.
I wish Lisa Leslie had the snap to ask Gail, well, did you see Charlie Rose? He sat beside you on
shit.
in the morning on your morning show. Did you see Charlie Rose? Have you interviewed him? And that's the issue too. People are not mad about the question so much. They just see y'all haven't said anything about Charlie Rose. You haven't said anything about Matt Lauer. You haven't said anything about Harvey Weinstein.
Right? Because that's they homies. You know
exactly. So that's the problem that people have. If you're gonna be fair, like DL Hughley, he said, I don't have a problem with you asking questions, but you're only asking it and doing it to black people.
Exactly.
That's the problem. So, that's what's going to call in. Great show. K-Dot, glad you're back.
Thank you, my dear.
Keep rolling those R's.
I ain't getting no complaints, Seymour.
My mother is watching.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Washington.
She's our number one fan.
She is.
But
Shout out to Whisper's mama.
What did y'all think about where people were saying, oh, well, we didn't have the same energy for the white... the agent, the white reporter who released like 2 days after he had passed.
Because that was the expectation. Like when we say expectation, like that ain't nothing we didn't think wasn't gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like we expected
from them.
Right.
But like you did this like. I didn't like her interview with R. Kelly. Like, tell this nigga to sit down. He doing all this jumping around and crying, and you sitting there.
I'm sick of this.
Yeah, like,
shut up.
Gail, you definitely not for us.
Y'all niggas making a fool of me.
My mom would have been like, if you don't calm down, Robert,
Right,
sit
Robert.
down.
Right.
Sit
What
down.
what I have learned is what they say. Not all your skin folk is your kinfolk. Period.
But I tell you, what did we say in the car? I said, Oprah. She been with Stedman how long? What black woman not pressing your man
marriage.
to get married? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They've been together 100 years.
Everything is good. Everything is
good.
fine.
Yeah.
We don't
We're
need
happy. Girl.
I have
6
my
months
billions.
in, black women is like, so what is we doing?
Right.
Stedman, I'm paying for everything. You live here.
Right. We just dating to be dating.
Right. What is this?
Because the
What
clock
we
is
doing?
ticking, nigga.
What we doing? What we doing?
TikTok, motherfucker.
You
And
just
he
trying
don't
to get
even
the milk
say
for free?
Sometimes I think he a robot. Because he don't say anything.
Hey, when you looking at your checking account balance every morning, shit, nigga, I be in that bitch. What you need, Oprah?
That nigga like
Call
a
me,
win.
man.
He like a tee.
What you want? Oprah.
Stupid.
Turn around, O. Turn around, O.
I need some oil, Oprah.
Hey, Oprah, turn over.
Oh my God, y'all are retarded.
Nasty.
Keep doing you, Stephen.
Oprah ain't
Which-
giving them none of them.
Great
assets.
example. That
She don't
was a
need
great
to get married.
example.
So if Oprah approached you and was like, I want you to be my side nigga, you do it?
Shit.
Shit, I'll be right next to
Hey,
you. Like,
hey.
what did you waiting
Hey,
on?
nigga, hey, that's a conversation I bring to the wife. It can't just be no bitch you meet at the club. Hey, baby, this girl Teresa over there in the yellow. She say she want to take us
In the
both
yellow.
home. You can't do that shit. But if you got an opportunity to hook something with Oprah, I'm going to come home and have a talk. Nigga, I'm finna fry some chicken. I'm going to make sure she comfortable. Be like, hey, baby, now you know we've been past
over
due on
there.
a lot of these bills. Right?
He gonna do her like
Right.
dude from Harlem Nights. Yeah, baby, put your mama on the phone.
I ain't coming home, Mama.
Right. Ain't ever come back.
So happy I can get that off my chest.
We'll figure something out.
So real quick, let's talk about this goofy ass YouTuber before we take our break. So some guy named Jason Effier, aka J Station, he's been arrested. I don't know if this is in connection to the story, but he got arrested earlier this week on assault charges. But he basically faked his girlfriend's death to gain subscribers on his YouTube channel. What in the bullshit is going on?
Word?
He had a seance for her and everything.
What?
What is his melanin?
I'm a fake push K-Dot off a bridge.
Like, which one of y'all we got it off?
And be verified the next day.
I don't
right?
know if
Right.
y'all did y'all watch the video though.
Yes.
Yeah,
When I say
His acting was bad.
Horrible.
I didn't. I was waiting on his eyebrows to cry.
I'm like,
He
why are
kept
you wiping your
eyebrows.
forehead and you supposed to be crying? I was so confused.
I was
No,
like,
here's the thing.
I was like-
If we just met like not too long ago, but if any of you, Lord forbid, of your demise, what I'm not gonna do is get on and be like, "Hey guys, Fatima."
I
It's just
gotta be
been
the
so hard.
motherfucking example.
No, I'm just saying, but like that nigga really was like, "Hey guys."
Right. That's how you start off your video video when you finish show somebody how to make some cookies.
I
So,
know.
hey guys,
Hey, guys.
don't forget your flour, sugar.
Hey guys,
Welcome
my
to my
girlfriend was on her
YouTube.
way to Trader Joe's and
But I mean, aside from the obvious fact that he's retarded, it kind of demonstrates how desperate people are for
Right.
validation.
But he got the likes,
Yeah,
though.
he got the
the subscribes.
subscribers.
So.
and he got arrested. Like the shit
so is
was
he gonna have to
pointless.
give that money back?
Probably.
No, he does not. He's not.
What
he doesn't have
money?
to give it
How
back.
He
you
raised
know,
money? I
listener?
thought he just got
No,
Because
followers.
he got more subscribers.
Oh, which leg got him more money?
Right.
Yeah, YouTube gonna have a say so in that.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna say something
They
because
like,
it
that
was
nigga's
fraudulent.
cheating.
Very fraudulent. Yeah.
But YouTube never said you have to do certain things to get your followers
That's
either.
what I'm saying. They don't.
That nigga's gonna be in prison right now. Like, hey, don't give nobody the password to my account.
I
can't.
can't.
When
But
I
is
get
this-
out,
Is this
It's
something
game
they
over.
discussed though? He was just like, listen, for 2.5
girl,
weeks, don't go online.
Yeah, the girl. It seemed like she.
I don't think she knew. Like on some
Didn't
stuff, it
know.
said they did it
She had to
together,
go
but
for
then
it,
it
too.
said she dropped him, like she broke up with him. So I
Yeah.
don't think they did it together.
And then they did all these videos after. Like, I didn't even like him. He. It's like, man, she
Wow.
was with him now.
as their followers continue to grow.
Exactly.
God, what a life
and,
we
and
live
yes,
in.
they were
can't.
white. Not that that means anything, but they were Caucasian, from the Caucasus Mountains.
No, but like, you need that much gratification from like strangers that
Exactly.
you gotta kill
Right.
off your girlfriend.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Right.
That shit is addictive. That
Sad.
shit is definitely
That's
addictive for people.
unfortunate.
And then,
Man.
especially if you're making money from your YouTube, that shit is definitely
Yeah.
I mean,
addictive.
if y'all don't mind, I just want to take a quick moment. With that being said, if we could just have all of our listeners take just 2 seconds to just breathe, and then follow me. I'm Charlie Wilson TV, trying to get my followers up too.
Right.
So, I'm not killing nobody. I just asked nicely.
We
So
won't fight you, Charlie.
Thank
but
you.
fucking
All right.
hate it.
Look, Seymour said she said the rumor is Gail and Oprah are lovers.
That been a
I can
rumor
see
for
She
that.
got
Yeah.
that. She got that nasty woman's disease.
damn.
I can see that. I can see that though.
I'm done.
Crazy story where Gail said she walked in she walked in, her best friend, one of her best friends was in the bed with her husband. That's crazy. I said she didn't kill him.
Wow.
She said she just walked out. I was like, and that's where she
Fuck
became a white
that.
woman. Cause a black woman would have been like, gone. What's her name from Players Club?
Diamond.
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah.
No. Stay right there.
Old girl was like, I just came here to dance.
That's how I am at comedy clubs when they're like, do a full 10. I'd be like, wait a minute.
I just came here
for
to
the
dance. I just came
Or
here
when
to
they
dance.
randomly
God.
like, oh yeah, go ahead, get on stage. I'm like, huh? I didn't.
Right now?
Right now, I just came here to watch.
That's
nigga.
why you got to be ready all the time. But that's why most of this game, everybody wants the opportunities to be on here. I want to be on this show. It's like you got to be ready all the time.
Yeah.
But that's why the longer you're in this game, the more tailored and more better equipped you've been. Like I've been doing this 10 years, and I still feel like, damn, like I need more material. I got so much, you know what I'm saying? Just to be ready and to be prepared when that time comes up.
I remember I was 2 months in and my homie threw me on this show. Didn't tell me I had to have 15 minutes.
Wow. He don't love you. He's not
How
really your
much
friend.
crowd work can you do?
I know. It's like, so where everybody from?
Right,
We in LA.
yeah,
and
see.
shit.
And
Where
you-
my ladies at?
and you,
All right.
Mississippi, spell it.
All right, yeah.
I think I did maybe 12. I think I did like 12.
That was
12
good,
or
though,
13, yeah.
for being
Yeah, that's good.
unprepared.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
It's real.
Hey,
All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and take a break real quick for a few minutes whenever we feel like it, and then we'll be back.
Cool.
Oh, I was waiting on her to read some more.
Bird, make that beat fly.
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
It's your boy Speedy,
And Shelly Rio,
and we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam, where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Bird, make the beat fly. Bird, make the beat fly.
J Smooth.
Oh no, that was last. That was the last time she wanted us to shout out.
Yeah. I've been doing this a long time. That's my time. Gotta get mine. I'm out here on the grind. My girl stay fine. Man, you know I'm gonna get it rolling on the pine. Rolling on the pine. Sipping on the pine. Man, you know I can't to eat the swine. Fatima told me stop, but I can't do it yet. Cause it keep my booty wet. Keep my booty wet. It's that booty sweat.
say that again.
It's that
Like,
booty meat.
I do not
It's that
approve
booty.
of
Yeah.
bad rap.
I like this beat. That be funky. Hold up, K Dot. Don't hop on it.
We're back after Charlie's attempt at having a rap career.
I mean, it was,
Can't.
I'm nice.
he said booty.
Right.
She said booty mean.
Welcome back to YGOC. I'm one of your hosts, Fatima Ming. To my left, we got,
K Dot, you heard?
and then we got,
Whisper.
and on the end we got,
Charlie Wilson.
behind the glass curtain we have H&S.
Shalom to the people.
We gotta get that
I
intro.
can't.
So
Shalom.
let's find out today what's wrong with K-Dot. What's going on?
You know, nothing too serious. If you corporate thugging like me, then I pretty sure you guys know it's Black History Month, but I didn't know at the job because there's nothing there to indicate.
No evidence.
Every other holiday they got shit set up.
Exactly.
Easter,
So, you know, I took the high
That's
road
horrible.
and I went and I asked and it was like, if you want to bring something, so I'm gonna take today and put some periodicals together.
Okay.
And take it to the job. But I did tell them in my true fashion, I was like, damn, they didn't even do the bare minimum. Like, y'all could have put anything up about Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King. You know, generally that's the go-to
Right.
when
yeah.
it comes to black historians. And I was like, damn, y'all didn't do that. But let me tell you, when Cinco de Mayo rolled around.
You gonna be eating tacos like a mother. That's
No, I'm not even trying to be racist. I'm just telling you like facts. Like when other holidays roll
right.
around,
They participate and they had
like,
their
I
thing.
shouldn't have to make like February that's been designated the month for how long now?
Right. But you know what I think
Right.
it is though too? Culture appropriation. I think a lot of these corporates may want to and be open to it, but they don't know how.
Yeah,
And then what they gonna do? They're gonna bring some chicken wings and they gonna upset everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna put
but like you should ask your cultural employees.
Yeah.
Like, do you
What
think
would y'all
this?
like to do,
Yeah.
right?
Would you think this will be offensive? But like, it wasn't nothing
Right.
sent around to me. Like, it don't necessarily have to be chicken. Like, I've had Ethiopian food. It could be any.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't necessarily have to be soul food. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's worth having a meeting about for sure.
So I did that.
Since you
like,
stay in the office, K-Dot,
Yeah, I
next time they
did.
call you and they be like, so let's talk about this.
No, like, we're going to talk about it on Monday because I'm going in on Monday with what I put together and like, yo, I need to see something before the 29th. And we get an extra day this year.
Right.
So please take the time to culturally appropriate your job if you don't see any Black history information because it ain't on my job.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Get more involved.
for real.
Corporations get more involved. As you can see,
Yeah.
the black dollar, the black opinion, the black everything is where it's at. We're important, so you need to prioritize, you know, us and kind of what we have going on, and be respectful and mindful of our month. Shit, it's the shortest month of the year. We ain't asking for a lot.
Right.
It's about
Whisper-
2.5 weeks in February. Huh?
Whisper ain't got no shoes on.
Yeah, I heard her announce that when she walked in. What is that
See
about?
that?
Whisper?
Whisper say, see, I'm over here minding my business. See that? She gave me a look. See, I'm over here.
Why you ain't got no shoes on?
I wore boots and I
Whore.
didn't want to wear those boots anymore. Okay, so I
Oh, you
took
had
them.
some boots?
I drive with no shoes on.
Streetwalker?
Oh my gosh. Let her be great. Shoeless.
She is such a hater. Let me explain something. I'm on the phone with my mama, FaceTime. I'm in the car, sitting next to K-Dot. K-Dot wants to put me on blast and it's like, yeah, she up here acting like you don't know what's going on. Like, she don't be
Yeah,
out
she
here. And
think-
I'm like, this is my
Wow.
mother.
She think her mom don't know what's going on. All mothers know what
First
their
of
children
all,
do.
do y'all want your parents to know that you out here pop, lock, and dropping it? No.
Let me
And the
tell
reason,
you.
this is why I don't go in
But
depth
how you
with my
think you
mom.
got here?
Angel came down, touched my mama's stomach. Period.
Wow. A stork dropped her off on their
dropped her
doorstep.
They didn't have
of course.
sex.
Your daddy touched her stomach, all right.
I can't.
Stupid.
But my thing is, I don't talk like that with my mom. Well, I kind of do, but not like crazy. One, out of respect. Two, because she feels like she can't keep nothing from my dad. So she gonna tell him. She be like, I'm not gonna lie to my husband. Why?
Didn't you say she banned your dad from watching the show?
Oh, yeah. She will watch the show ahead of time and then let him see stuff. Just because, I'm daddy's little girl.
She
so
looking
I don't
out.
need
Got to
to-
make sure it's legit.
He doesn't need to
I
know
wouldn't
things.
say little.
See.
And she's a fat
Not the
shamer.
body shaming.
She
K-Dot, that was
always-
a little body shaming.
This is why, as a people, we can't go anywhere because we don't.
During Black
Tear
History
each other
Month,
down.
K-Dot,
On Black
you're
During
right.
Black
See?
History
Support your
Month.
sisters.
See,
She
y'all
calls
went
me
there
fat.
though. Like she is an adult now. How do you know I'm talking about her age?
I can't.
Ooh,
No.
so who's the
Lies.
fat
always-
shamer
she
now?
tried to clean it up.
She's
Who's
always
Who's the fat shamer
Trash.
now?
That
Always
was a good
fat
comment. That was real smooth. I like how you did
No,
that.
don't second that. Don't second
was
that.
smooth.
Who's the fat shamer
At first, I was like,
now?
And I was like, oh.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Hilarious.
No.
It's the age.
No.
Yeah.
Secretly, K-Dot likes big girls. Secretly.
Oh, that's all.
And I
that's
cannot
how That's how she make a
Secretly,
move.
behind closed doors, she got a
That'd be fine,
300-pound
Hilarious.
girl sitting on her face.
We didn't need the visual. Oh, God.
Impossible. I wouldn't have been here this week.
You would have came with a neck brace on.
I'd
We'd
be
be
like,
like, what's wrong now? You had the flu.
I'd have been
now
like
you
the
got a sprain in your neck.
BW.
I'm done.
Secretly, a lot of men like big girls, but they
I'm sure.
just
Yeah.
it's that they want to present a certain thing, and so they have a girl that looks a certain way.
Right.
and-
You know, I just be messing with you, but I was talking about your age. Your fat
Whatever.
shaming came from
No,
this.
See how
You
the thumbs went out? Over there, actually.
She fat shames me all the time. She's like, when? No, because I said, let me tell y'all, I said Trey Songz is one of my celebrity crushes, and she said, well, you might want to slim down a
No,
little bit.
that's not what I
Oh,
said.
K-Dot.
What did you say?
Let's keep it real.
What did you say? Like, you need to
she
work
said,
out or
no,
something?
I said, okay, listen. So she said, who are celebrity crush for us? She was like, Trey Songz. I was like, oh, I see him a lot at the 24-hour fitness by my job. And she was like, ooh, I'm going to get a membership. So I was like, before you approach him.
Right. She's trying to say you might want to wait till week 6, week 7, week 8. See?
Oh,
See?
shit.
Joe, he know you in there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I'm just trying to get you like, hey.
That's no, nigga. She said before you
Shoot
might
your
want to be in there a couple times and actually hit the gym.
First of all, I think you full of shit. I think if you saw him in the gym, you're not gonna say shit. You want to admire from
She
afar.
like, oh,
You're not
wow.
gonna say a
Please,
goddamn thing.
I'm at least go up there and get a picture or something. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna not see
Say
Trey
that.
Songz and say something.
Okay.
Fuck.
He gonna be like, what you doing in
Sure.
here?
I'm gonna be
That's so wrong. She
The
literally
fat
tried to slide that in like that was okay. Like what?
you go here.
I
She
can't.
fat shamed me.
I
She
can't.
said she just whatever. And this is why I have issues with my body.
She don't have no issues with her body. That is a lie. She is lying.
She's comfortable with her
First
body.
of all,
be lying
she
to
got
people.
on a maxi dress. It rained today.
A little brisk outside.
Yeah. You know you cute. I seen
Anyway.
your mama. She gonna turn into something nice.
Oh, thank you. I
when she
appreciate
get
that.
older.
But
Oh my god.
I told you I just started thinking I was cute maybe like 3 years ago.
That's
Did I tell you that,
upsetting.
or I think I told
No,
my
you
other
should
I
tell
have
me
too. Me too.
Yeah,
I
shit.
feel like I've been.
It take a minute. You be like,
Yeah.
ugh.
The first baddie I got, I was like, I'm cute.
You kept looking at her like, is she
I was
still here?
I can't.
So you
I
still
don't
want to
even-
see me? All right, I've came. I've arrived.
Everybody started treating you different. Like, nigga, you the
Everybody's like, she tricking.
not
tricking.
tricking off.
tricking.
Was you though?
No.
Slightly.
That
You
was
got
her boo.
What's the song? I ain't got it.
Like,
It ain't
It
tricking
ain't
if you got it.
tricking.
Yeah,
Right,
I ain't got it.
Oh shit. So Charlie, what's the question of the day, sir?
All right, here we go. Let's
Whoop
get to
that
it, baby.
bitch.
Don't forget.
I can't. I
Whoop
can't.
that trick. Whoop that trick.
All right, so I guess I got 2 of them. The first one is why don't or what is the issue with voting? We kind of talked about politics before. Is that something that black people believe in voting? Do you believe in voting? Are you voting? If not, why? And then I get to the second question after, but I guess we can kind of start with just the voting aspect as to.
Well, I vote, but I'm up on stuff. So like I get my CNN and I read. Not saying like black people don't read and stuff, but you have to be knowledgeable of politics to know what you're really voting for and like the underlying issues. It's like, when they have props and stuff, it'd be additional stuff built into the props. So you have to read them to understand like what you truly voting for. So I think a lot of it is just like we're just not educated enough, because I just had the interest. Like I went out on my own, didn't nobody influence me to do it, like because it's pretty nerdy and boring, but
it does. But back to that rap video that we was talking about with old boy,
that's
he actually
dope.
broke down how it starts off on a citywide level, not just voting for the president, but within your own district and the mayors. Like it all starts at that level as to who we're voting, because they actually are making the differences in our schools and the communities, and that we feel more directly than the presidential race. So.
I think, and to kind of piggyback off what K-Dot said, is in addition to a lot of people not fully understanding politics, I think a lot of people might feel like their vote doesn't count.
That too.
It's like, if I don't go, like, what difference am I going to make? So I think it's a combination of the two as to why a lot of people just don't bother voting.
But it's all, because we have that information that our votes aren't being counted and things of that nature. But, like, knowing that you did it, you get some certification, so that, like, we should be able to fight. But it's just like, I just think we're not up on all the things we need to know. Like I said, that song was great because a lot of people didn't like. He said in the song, he was like, we gotta find this dude. What is shout him out. I think he said it's 2 years after Obama was president. We needed to go back and vote like on these House and things that were presented to the Senate, and we didn't because a lot of people didn't know that. They just thought like, oh, once we got Obama in, we cool. So it's just being knowledgeable, but like that's something that has to start within the community, in my opinion.
It does.
I see a lot of, I think a lot of black people don't vote, or a lot of older black people don't vote because they have or did.
They don't have transportation.
No. How dare you? See, every time I try to be serious.
I'm sorry. Well, shit, we comedians.
I feel like they don't because they've tried in the past and they haven't seen anything change. I know when Obama did everything with healthcare, my mom was like, we've been voting on healthcare for like, you know what I mean? So it's like, to imagine you start voting, say in the 70s when you're a teen or whatever, from that time to you 60 something now, you're like, man, not a lot has changed. So I would probably have been like, I give up. I give up. I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm going to see the same thing over and over. It ain't nothing major going to change. But I do think people should, if more, vote just on like what things will affect them. So voting within your community and things like that
that's where
huge.
It starts. Right.
It can make more of an impact on your life than necessarily presidency, but that's just my opinion.
No, I agree. I think that's where it starts off on the city and a local level, and getting more of our own, into the local offices. I think that's how we're going to really kind of see the change kind of start there. So sounds like everybody up here is voting. Somewhat. Yeah. Okay.
I'm still mulling it over.
All right. Well, moving right on along to the next.
I always vote locally, but
I mean, if you want to be a slave in the future, it's your choice.
All right, coming on down. I got the second question of the day, the part two. So I don't know. I guess everybody's kind of single up here. Doesn't have any kids, but the question came in, and I was like, you know what, this might be kind of good to kind of elaborate on, even though you guys might not be able to necessarily relate as much yet. If you're in a relationship, you have kids with this person, should you stay in a relationship for your kids so that they have a nice life and have that expectation? I know, Whisper, you grew up with both of your parents, right?
Yes.
You saw what a good, healthy household looks like.
Yes.
So is that going to, that kind of dynamic, is that going to make you want to stay and keep that household together? Or
I want to know,
how do you guys feel about that? Let's start with Whisper.
With your good nuclear family ass.
Okay. Shout out to all the middle class.
Yeah,
that's right.
Black families that had it going.
Shout out
Black
to
families.
Shout out to the Huxtables.
Okay. Don't be
That
hating.
shit ain't easy.
Don't be hating.
ain't
Goddamn
easy.
Huxtables over here.
That's right.
I was like, the bus, huh?
What's that?
My mom used to pick me up after school and take me home.
Nice.
Yeah.
So would you stay in your next relationship if you have kids? Would that be a reason that you would stay in your relationship, or if you're just like, nah, this doesn't serve me, it's no good anymore, I'm out? Or
I would probably give more chances to that person than necessary. It would give me pause to just be like, I'm out, nigga. Like, you know, because you do want your children to grow up in a 2-parent household, but only if it's healthy. Only if it's a healthy environment. If you're gonna be fighting and arguing and all this stuff, then no, be out. But I feel like I would think things over more. I would be like, is it really this big of a deal? Like, am I tripping? Like, you know what I mean? I would think things over more because I have a kid. I wouldn't just be like, that nigga ain't got no car, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? like I am now. And I'd be tripping. I'd be like, you only have one job? No.
See, when you don't have no kids, it's a lot easier to separate and disconnect.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Kayla?
I know that. Hater. No, you know what? Because I have friends who have, I've seen those type of relationships, right? And like, from what I've seen, it usually don't even be about the kid. Even after they have a child, like, they'll say they making it about like we staying together about the kids, but like, it's the issue still between them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can stay together, but if y'all just miserable, y'all just miserable. Like, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying, that y'all had a kid together. Like, I get it being healthy and things like that, but like, from what I've seen in my experiences, like, you know, I grew up in a single family home, and like, I seen my mom and my dad, like, how they divorced. Like, it wasn't even about me. Like, my dad was like we should stay together. You know, we have a child and this and that. But my mom was like, you know, I don't like you no more. You know,
like, fuck out of here.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah, like, but she was being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but I'm not in love with you no more. Like, so they, you know.
So after the in love period spins
like,
over, it's probably
like,
better.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we could try it, but she was just, you know, which is why I'm the way I am. She was just very honest. Like, yeah, we can try it, but I know how I feel already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why waste our time and then put our child in the middle of it? Because, so I'm just like, no, I think you shouldn't try to. Like, if you've already got to the point where y'all contemplating like keeping working it out, then y'all really know what it is. Like, so.
Also, to add to what I said, I grew up with a 2-parent household, but my oldest brother, we have different dads. And so my mom she was a single mom, and so she could have easily stayed with him. And he is not a handsome man. No shade. I would.
Shut up to Whisper's ugly brother.
No, my brother is handsome, but I would have looked like Bobby Brown with a wig on.
Oh man, Joanna man.
But no,
Gail.
I'm done.
But no, luckily, thank God, my mom was like, this is not serving me. He is immature, and I'm out. Right. And then she met my dad when my brother was about 5 or 6,
and showed you what.
And showed me, and he took my brother on as his own. I didn't know that me and him had different dads until I was like 12.
Wow, that's a power.
And there's a lot of people who have no idea. There's a lot of people who have no idea my dad doesn't have 3.
See, it worked out.
Kids. Yeah, right. But you can, if you can move on and find what God is supposed to do.
That's a dope story.
I had a lot of dads.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying
your mom was out here popping in the streets.
She was out there, you know, interviewing,
collecting data. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
Taylor, what about you, baby? You stand for the kids? You stand? You got a baby with somebody. You gonna stay and make it work?
Probably not. I also grew up in a 2-parent household, so but no, cause I know how I am now when I'm like not happy in a relationship. So I'm definitely gonna try to do what we got to do to try to make it work, and shit's still not working. I'm like, no, it's gonna be miserable with you forever until our baby's 18. Like, nah, gonna have to nip that in the bud.
In a normal relationship, though, it's like, how much do you try? Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I stayed in a relationship almost 3 years. Well, yeah, 3 years.
And you know it ain't serving you.
And Stop it, you know it wasn't. Get out of here. But I'm just saying, like, when do you say, like, this is it? I'm out. This bitch.
I mean, it's just you have to know. Like, you reach a point when you're done. Everybody outside of you can see it's done and tell you. But until you,
because me and Kate are having a really toxic relationship. Like, our friendship is becoming just nothing but fat shaming, and I feel like I need to be out.
can't
unhealthy,
break
right?
up. Y'all going to stay together. So
I
just
don't.
stop.
I don't do the fat shame shit. But listen, she ain't asked me to go to the gym once. Not
See?
one time.
See?
Because
And
you,
she knows
because
I work out.
you wasn't feeling well. Nigga,
Okay.
like,
Wow,
and
that
you
was
said,
1 week out of y'all 8-month friendship.
Right.
But
You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
I'm
It's
just
cool.
saying.
shit,
We
she
gonna
could have took
go.
some
We gonna go.
NyQuil.
I'm gonna get her a guest pass at 24. We gonna get on the treadmill, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
shit,
like,
I
"There's
wanna
Trey
go."
Songz. Speed up. I got a question. If your wife or so for men and women, say your dude has a beard or your wife has long hair, should they discuss it with you if they want to cut this
A
off?
beard,
Ooh,
yes.
that's
Shave off the beard altogether.
Yes, talk to
Or
me
cut,
first.
or cut her hair short. Is that a discussion that
No,
is
It's a
required?
it's a discussion. Of course, I'd like to. You know, you'd always like to have that kind of.
You don't own
discussion.
her.
It's
So
like,
say
but you don't.
say you
go,
say
here
say
we
you
go.
say no, and
See,
she still does.
I see what y'all trying to have the door lock when
No,
I get
and
home.
I'm just
with
saying.
the
Say you say no
Huh?
on his say no
Nah.
on his beard, and he still do it.
right. You got to be
But-
okay with that. That's why you got to
that's what I'm
accept
saying.
someone for who
are
they
you gonna
are.
be okay with it?
yeah, I'm gonna be okay with it, but I will be upset a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Dang,
Now I
like-
gotta see your
I
whole
like-
face.
Now your whole face, because
You got cheeks. Oh.
beards make a big difference. Like
Yeah.
beard can really take a
Oh,
lame
this nigga got
nigga.
a booty chin.
I cannot.
Oh my gosh! But no, a beard can really make a lame nigga look good. Like you be like, oh, I might give you a chance. But like, or just somebody ugly, you be
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
he got a beard now.
Jesus, take the wheel.
But
That's how it works.
as far as your wife, she can do what she want to do because you don't own
Ain't
her.
that, you see how quickly that energy changed? I mean, if he have a beard, it can change. So you
No,
better
you know what I'm
talk to me
saying?
first.
gonna
But I kind of feel like both of y'all wrong because it grows back.
But what if it's a decision for him? It's like, nah, I just don't want to rock that no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
It's
you-
like if she cut her
you
hair, she just
mad.
like, nah, I just want to wear a rocket short hairstyle now.
But
and
you
then
get
dude might
mad
be like,
at something that can grow back. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm not. I would be sad, like, oh man, but
Okay.
because
Oh, man.
now I have to get used to you without this
Right,
beard. But
right.
ugh, God. whatever.
Well, that's when all the other things. But that's why you shouldn't be with someone for so much of the physical, because that could change, and you get and then you're gonna be left with at the house what you really
So
got.
I have a question for K Dot. Okay, what if you was dating Nia Long, right?
Yes.
That's her that's her celebrity crush.
Nice.
Nia Long in the '90s, bad.
With short hair with the short hair.
And
Friday,
Okay,
Nia Long.
yeah.
She curly wig.
okay, y'all
deep
together.
braids.
Y'all together. Y'all been together. Y'all in a relationship. Y'all, you know, it's been like 5 years.
Yay.
She gained 80 pounds.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
She ready to
Whisper.
shame us. She ready to
Wait a
shame us.
minute.
Or no, let's say she has a baby. She blow up a little bit,
Okay.
but it's
80 pounds?
Let's say
yeah, that's
50.
what I was like. God
Let's say
damn.
50.
Okay, I was like,
How many-
shit. So I'll be like, you just don't even care. I'm here anymore.
How many guest passes you got?
What are you? And she tries.
So
to,
it's
she
two- it's
tries
two-
to work out, but
it's
she
two
don't really do
different-
it.
So which scenario you want me
Okay,
to
so
go
she
with?
she has a kid and she gains 50 pounds.
I'm not gonna fat shame you because you gain weight having a child.
Mhm.
Like that's something you couldn't control.
Okay, the
But
kid is
how
now
long-
5 years old.
How much longer are we gonna be here?
How much longer?
I think
Are
it's
you
a-
good? Are
I
you
think
good
it's-
here, or are we?
I think it's a combination of what Charlie said and what K-Dot said. It's kind of like, don't be with someone solely on physical, but at the
Right.
same time, don't just get so fucking comfortable because we together now.
Yeah.
You know, I love
Right,
your ass
right.
that you just gonna just be a slob.
Because I'm gonna do it with you. At the end of the day, i.e., if you really want to work out, I will work out with you. I will meal plan with you. And
But
do
most
all
people
that.
that are overweight don't want to do that.
Yeah,
shit.
so like, you know what I'm saying, my nigga, you go get a fat joke every now and then.
Yeah, see, but I feel like, but
But she didn't answer the
No,
question.
I
no,
did.
she didn't.
So
Oh,
like,
you staying or you leaving?
no, I would stay because like
Oh,
I've
okay.
dated a
because
big
it's
girl.
a baby.
Oh.
No.
Because she had
That's what she
had a
said.
baby.
She was like, if she
No,
had a
because
baby.
She had a baby,
yeah.
yeah. Like if you just put on weight, then yeah, now we have kind of beef because like I'm because I'm watching you.
Beef
like, you
patty.
not- Like you not gaining baby weight, you just gaining weight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
especially if
Like,
the kid is 5.
yeah,
it's like, so what we gonna do
like,
about this?
and then I'm doing things as your partner, like I'll stop buying snacks and I'll start. So if you still gaining weight, that means you purposely going like I'm trying to keep you here. You going out your way to go here. So now we gotta have a discussion. So like, do you want to be fat? Because I don't particularly want to
like you as a fat one,
as a fluffy woman.
But I feel like this is such a delicate situation though too, and because you also have to realize that some people are overeating or running to snacks because
like,
they're
the
running
problem?
away from something, right?
Like,
so you gotta,
So like, if I've been with you 5 years and all of a sudden you put on 50 pounds, something happened.
Right.
Like,
you're depressing the shit out of them.
Is it
right.
me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
Is it my non-comic paying job?
right. It's like, well, and them ramen noodles in here. I mean, Kate, what you want me to eat?
I'll be like, listen, I'll make you a spread.
I don't necessarily think all fat people are running from something.
I don't think that
being and mac and cheese is fire.
Okay. Right. It tastes good.
And
not every other day though.
And
high cholesterol is
getting
fine.
people out of them being comfortable is a difficult thing. And nobody wants to work out.
Right.
I would say you comfortable.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you're comfortable because you're in this comfortable place. You might not be comfortable in your body,
right?
But you don't want to do something that's going to make you
No,
uncomfortable, as in exercising.
Because I didn't see big people rest their arms on their stomach. They look pretty comfortable.
Shut up.
Disrespectful. She disrespectful.
She put it out there.
She disrespectful.
I'm just saying, you look comfortable.
Well,
hi cousin.
I'm done.
No, my cousin is in the chat room, like for real.
Oh, I thought you were being smart. All right.
No, she pretty.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin's in the chat room. Hi cousin.
I
mean,
Jolly over here trying to look. She don't need to look.
She's married. I'm the only one out here.
I'm married too.
No, I'm just saying, like,
but you can't look. You're not.
Window shop. When you marry, you
don't.
Hey, when you get married, you become the best window shopper in the world.
Really?
Window shopping is looking at shit you ain't buying. And when you marry,
and
you
we a
become
good-looking
a
family.
Window shopper, right? See, right?
Charlie looks like he would be creepy. He just look at you like.
I don't know.
He like he pulled his beard a lot.
See? That's why I can't be single though. I just need to stay at the house because I've been in the crib and on lockdown for so long. You put me out in these streets, I'm like, God damn, look at all of these motherfucking houses out here. Damn, whoa, God, it's too much. It's too much.
All these asses out here.
All these asses out here. I almost followed a woman off a cliff.
Damn.
Her booty was
Her
huge.
booty was huge.
And she had a small waist
Damn.
and everything. Yeah,
I was like,
I was looking like,
oh no.
Hey there,
hey there,
They
hips.
be out here. That's why it's so hard to date in L.A. See how y'all just got distracted just that quick. Somebody going up there. What y'all think? What you think? You know,
I mean, I think it's natural for you to look like.
tough.
Just don't be like gawking. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what-
That's disrespect.
That's what my wife say. You
But
know,
your
don't
wife-
gawk.
Your
I'm like, what?
wife is pretty. You have to do like.
oh, I've
you
never
have
seen
seen
her.
Yeah.
She looks like or his daughter looks like. I mean, she has
His
some
daughter's
answer,
cute, yeah.
but like
yeah.
that's how his wife looks.
I
You get her
assumed
every
his
now and
wife
then.
was
You gotta
fine.
catch them stories like there she goes.
See, yeah, she kind of chill though. She don't be even sometimes I be wanting to film with her. I'm actually building a documentary and I was trying to film. You know, it's got to be the right time. She just like not today. Nah,
She's like, yeah, she very privacy.
kind of
That's
chill.
what's up.
Yeah, so I kind of respect that
I'm
too.
sorry,
Sometimes we battle.
What does your wife do?
She works in fashion. She's been in
okay.
fashion for 10 years. So
Okay,
she worked
okay.
in retail management
Cool.
and now she's doing some operations and marketing and stuff with this
Okay,
new
that's
line that's
cool.
downtown LA.
Oh, that's fancy.
Honestly, I can't wait for the Whisper to get a man because I'm probably ain't gonna like him.
Well, she has.
She said she probably ain't gonna like it. She ready to just judge.
Who we talking about?
Judge.
You said,
Your potential.
Yeah, no, she probably won't.
Well, speaking
She
of
probably be
whispers,
like, he's lame.
Whisper, what's the move? What's the move this weekend? Or this week, rather?
Shit, I don't know.
What is coming up? Black
cold.
History
It's
That's
Month.
your
cold.
job. You
It's
supposed
cold
to
out
know.
here.
So it's cold out
I
here.
can't.
The weather's not
The
permitting me
move.
to be on the move.
This week.
Okay, hold on. I had it here. Just give me a second.
I mean, what was the
It's
second?
Valentine's Day Friday.
Is it?
That doesn't matter.
is.
That doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay.
Can you
That
not
doesn't
be
matter.
like-
Look at all the
You're so
singles up
That
here.
doesn't-
it
Oh,
doesn't
fuck, it
matter.
ain't number Friday.
It doesn't matter to me
That
either.
doesn't matter. Okay, so there is a place called Songbird Cafe that I tried. It was pretty nice, really nice vibes. It is a lot of singles, and it is a lot of
It's just a
Hispanic.
Where is this at?
Where is Songbird Cafe? I believe it's in the Valley.
Latin.
Nope, that's North Broadway, Los Angeles.
Oh.
It's very nice. It is more of a Latin vibe, but it's nice. Food is good, margaritas is good. I would
The Latin's party.
Songbird Cafe,
Nice.
LA. You should try
Nice.
that out. And then Issa Rae has a cafe that everybody keeps telling me about.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
I forget what is. Let me look it up.
Find that.
Yeah, because we want to support.
Is it in Inglewood?
Most likely.
Gotta be.
We want to
They'll
support.
be mad. Could you imagine if she put in like Burbank or something? They'd be like, what?
What? It's called Hilltop Coffee.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're partnering with her for and
Let's
so they
support,
have
support.
and it is gonna hers is in Inglewood, yes. Hilltop Cafe. So she
Let's
actually
support.
just had her birthday party there not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. And said to come, you had to come in. I wasn't invited, but you had to.
Issa, what's up?
You had to come in like gear that represented you, and then everybody, mostly everybody wore like Lakers gear and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a peace.
Anywho, so
I would have came in all black.
some announcements. All black. I cannot deal with her. Some announcements. The cruise. Do not forget about the cruise. July 30th to August 2nd. It is starting at $4.99 per person. It's gonna be lit. Blue is gonna have his Blue Pajama Jam. We're gonna have a game night with Shelly Rio.
Shelly Rio.
Shelly takes games very
Very
seriously,
seriously.
so don't even
It's
come
not a
with the
game with
BS,
Shelly.
especially if she's
Yeah.
playing.
Because they will put your ass in the bottom of the boat
Ah.
if you're causing trouble.
No, so I don't want to be on Shelly's team because it's
Shout
too
out
much
to
pressure. Okay,
Shelly.
and
Alice
there's-
Raybon.
Alice Ray. Can I do my announcement? Alice Raybon will also be having a workout session as well. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We will also be on there doing comedy. There's gonna be a comedy show with veterans and then also up and coming comics. I think I should be on the veteran side, but
You should.
K-Dot will not be.
Where is the love? Where is the love?
I'm going to be at the bar.
And then, of course, we want to shout out our sponsors, Grass Straws, which is 100% made of grass. It is good for the environment. Save the turtles, people, okay?
Save the turtles.
I like these because they're much better than the paper
Paper
ones that
ones.
they're making us use in L.A.
And just
go.
to keep everybody level, if you have a coke habit,
Bam. See that? Saying shout out to Grass.
I'm
See that?
Go to grassstraws.com to purchase some and use the code D3 to let them know that we sent you. And then, of course, our other sponsor, Ming Cosmetics. What? Which is launching soon, spring 2020. And you can follow Ming Cosmetics at Ming Cosmetics on Instagram to get
if
all
you
the
wanna
details.
look like this nigga next to me.
Yes, later.
You
Get
know what I'm
fresh.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
See
You wanna
that? She called
you wanna be a black geisha doll.
Yes.
See that?
There
Not
you
a
go.
black geisha.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
You wanna be a black-
That's fine.
Ming Cosmetics, and they're
I
not
can't.
tested on animals.
Not
And
cruelty
not
free.
Cruelty free. And what else do I want to say? And then, of course, follow us at Young Guns of Comedy. And
And we are a what is it?
Listener supported
yeah.
show.
listeners. Oh yes, listener supported show. I'm sorry. Listen,
HNS is laughing at us.
we've been off for a Sunday, so my bad. Yes, we're a listener supported show. So send in at least
Send
$10.
us some
She is
money.
winging the hell out of this.
No,
right
wait, at least $10, and we are on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App at Rollout Digital. If you send in $10, we will put your name in a drawing, and it'll be drawn Tuesday on Precious and Shelley's show.
Happy hour. 12
And I'm
o'clock.
trying to get to All Star Weekend. So if anybody would like to cash at me,
I will be there for All Star Weekend. Probably not coming back. So
I can't.
she's gonna find a baller.
let my mama know we made it. Okay.
So
Like, I found a D,
I'ma
a
be-
D leaguer,
Be in the
mama.
bathroom like
not a
I
D-leaguer.
found somebody,
All
mom.
right.
Done.
I'm on. I'm gonna
She
do
gonna
this
get-
for
she gonna
us.
get got, and they gonna be in
He-
high school.
He not cute, but I'm gonna do this for
I'm gonna
us.
do this for us. Rape.
I'm
Damn.
finished.
Wow.
I'm done.
I would never do that to a black athlete. Okay.
Luke-
That's good to hear.
All
Like-
white athletes, watch out.
Coming for y'all. Whispers
Coming for y'all.
I did say not a black athlete. Okay.
Luca, watch out.
done.
Whisper, watch the comedy. She on the prowl.
She's like, never to my king.
Never to
Hilarious.
my king.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if you're on Toronto,
Toronto.
if you're a Raptor, you not excluded.
I can't.
Oh
Are
my
you a
God.
nigga from the Congo? She said our kings. She meant American kings.
You're so stupid.
So real quick, y'all, before we get out of here and do our social media and stuff, I just have a really quick thing for the word of the week.
Maya Angelou.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, give it to us.
Let's go, Fatima Badu.
In honor of Black History Month, I brought y'all a little snippet of a poem. It's called "The Black Woman."
I doubt it.
So, like, for real
Here
though,
we go.
Like for real, though, I had to pull a snippet because it was a long ass poem. But I was like,
Okay.
let's pull a snippet.
And the river met the.
Energy.
Right. So shut the fuck up so I can get through this. So we can get out of here. So it's by Deidre Williams. So it's called "The Black Woman." The black woman should be loved and protected, for she's not just the mother of all, but she's the closest to God. Her skin absorbs the sun as if that's where it has resided since creation. Shut the freak up.
What?
Her full lips have spoken entire kingdoms into existence. For when you look at the black woman, you are looking at the first and greatest of all God's creation. Y'all mofos are making us look bad this month.
What you mean?
Shush.
I'm listening.
When you look in her eyes, you are staring into the kingdom. She is the embodiment of everything that is good. She was, is, and will always be home. The black woman should be loved and protected, for she's not just the mother of all, but she's the closest to God. Y'all not included in this. Y'all are banned.
Right.
So that was that. So real quick, Charlie, what's your social media, sir?
I have something to say.
No, we don't want to hear it. Charlie.
From Nigalations, Juvenile. Always back that ass up, okay?
No, it wasn't.
Don't listen to her.
It was a beautiful poem.
Shout out to all the beautiful black queens out there, baby.
Amen.
We do need to uplift and support.
We
Be
do.
more
That's what I be
supportive
trying to
of
do, but
our
these
black
hoes
queens.
is in the way.
Well, you
Right,
are
let
lifting
me
up
say we
support.
fair. See that?
But you got to include you in this black woman. You got to be like a light-skinned women.
I'm still a
All
black
black.
woman. We come in all colors because we're just
All
awesome like
shades.
that.
All shades.
Girl, you know
All right.
we love your 2 cents.
So,
I like it.
what do I have going on?
Appreciate y'all.
Again, like Whisper was saying earlier, I will be in Bakersfield later this
80
month.
years away.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's going
It's
to
a little
make
bit of a
it
drive.
to see.
Stop.
But hey, somebody in Bakersfield
so-
might be listening. Don't they?
So if
Too
you're on
much
your way to
pop out there.
visit somebody in Tehachapi,
Check out Charlie.
check out Charlie.
What date is this
Shit.
shit at?
It's far.
Oh, Thursday, February 27th. I'm gonna be featuring for Brian Hooks, man. So, old dude from Three Strikes, funny cat. We're gonna be
That's
shutting
what's
shit
up.
down in Bakersfield. So, get y'all tickets. Follow me at Charlie Wilson TV, and if you haven't already, check me out on Amazon Prime. 11 After Dark. I'm on season
Look
2.
at you.
Yeah, with more fun shit. Hopefully coming up soon. So,
All right,
Charlie
Charlie.
Wilson TV.
Do it.
Thanks.
Whispers.
I ain't got shit going on because
You can catch her at a hot dog eating.
That's 3 strikes.
I would say you can catch her at
Oh shit! Right.
it's probably
You
trash.
can catch me with all the lesbians.
Okay. You can catch her playing basketball. She's got a mean triple double.
Man, she gotta be doing layup drills with
Yeah.
Gail and shit.
That's right.
Her crossover
I-
is
my
mean.
cro- my crossover is
anyway,
mean.
you
I'm
can follow
done.
me.
Push me to the left. I'm weak. My left is weak.
You can follow me on Instagram at Whisper Washington Comedy, and I'm starting a YouTube page which will be launching this week.
Do
and that is
it.
also Whisper Washington Comedy.
Hey.
I don't have any shows until the end of the month because Charlie doesn't like to put his friends on.
Please, please.
Yeah.
Where's the love?
He's
Charlie?
he's an asshole.
She was booked last month. Boy, y'all be greedy, boy. Be greedy. These comments be greedy.
Oh, you want to work
son.
all the time.
Right, they be greedy, right. So I'm not gonna be on every show, son.
You want to come back
Oh,
again,
this nigga
nigga?
be
Like, I
bullshit. He
can't.
be
I'm
bullshit.
done. I'm done.
He don't want to put a nigga on any show or every show.
I'm offering my services. Just sorry, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Retarded.
No, I feel you, Charlie. Like,
Shake
God
my
damn, niggas can never be
Never
satisfied.
be satisfied.
Y'all can catch me, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my open mics tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to load up a couple of videos on my IG page. I'm working, guys. You can't catch me on anything because ain't nobody booking me for shit.
Oh, my gosh.
But
it's going to
that's,
happen.
That's short.
Manifestations,
No,
right?
I'm cool. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get there.
Okay.
But please follow me up on underscore KAYDOTT on IG. And it's just regular Karina Wells on Facebook because all you old motherfuckers be on Facebook.
Oh, my God. I can't.
So you know what I'm saying. Follow me up, guys. It's gonna be a good year for me.
I just have a random question.
I'm gonna keep y'all laughing.
For you. Is Queen Latifah a part of your community? Do y'all meet?
I don't. You know what I'm saying. First of all, I
you
don't
see
know.
her at the meetings.
I don't know Queen Latifah personally. You know what I'm saying, but it's very clear she has a girlfriend. They've been caught by paparazzi on a few occasions.
I have seen that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her personal business is her personal business.
Tell her I said what's up when y'all
I
have y'all
will,
next
you know
meeting.
what I'm saying? If I meet Queen Latifah, I'll be a real woman. I'll be,
We're gonna be like, K-Dog?
I love living single.
I love living single.
Yeah, I love
Did
living
y'all see
single.
where Friends said they should do a black version of
You
living?
talking about we did.
Right.
They did.
Like that was already a thing.
Yeah.
We came before you, nigga.
Where's Bumper Robinson at? Y'all know who
Who is
that is?
that?
Bumper Robinson.
He was a dude on.
Sound like the first black person to do something.
No,
Bumper
he was
Robinson
like
was the first.
Right?
He was on the Cosby Show too. He was always like, they always had them like mixed boys as the boyfriends and
I
shit.
don't remember.
Oh, with the curls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on
The guy that played
Living Single.
Robert. Or
Is that
somebody
his
else?
name?
He was
But
on
he,
the Cosby
but
Show?
on Living Single, he was like the male guy who liked Queen Latifah. Remember?
Oh yeah, he was cute. I remember him.
yeah, his name is
Yeah.
Bumper Robinson.
Bumper Robinson.
Interesting. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Fatima_Ming. Also follow the new brand Ming.Cosmetics. And
Hey.
follow us at Young Guns of Comedy. And if you guys want to submit a question for our Question of the Day segment, you can DM Young Guns of Comedy on Instagram, or you can email us at YoungGunsOfComedy.
And please send a question, because I'm
at
tired of asking
gmail.com.
relationship questions.
Yeah,
Send
so
a question about
just
anything.
send something else. It could be about
Do
whatever.
pigs fly?
Oh my God.
Do
not
pit bulls
pigs
wear
fly.
Air Jordans? Just send a question.
You can ask Kate out what the 70s was like. 'cause
Yeah,
Oh my
and I'll
God.
or you can
Stupid.
get my fashion advice for your man, because
Hey,
Oh
because
my
I
God,
be clean.
because I put things together.
She puts it together. Hey,
That's
Young
right.
Guys of Comedy, LA@gmail.com. That's the email.
There you go. You can
Or just
email
DM
it or
them.
DM Charlie,
Or
whatever.
DM
But
no, don't
we'll
DM
get
Charlie. DM the Young Guns of Comedy.
Yeah.
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 Let's do it through the proper channel.
Yeah.
Email
Set up.
Young Guns.
Or you can DM me provocative pictures.
I
Oh,
can't.
see that?
Anyway,
Send them to
email
Kate.
Young Guns of Comedy LA@gmail.com.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
have a wonderful, blessed week, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Even if you Christian, you still can DM.
Oh my God. Bye.
She wanted to provoke.
Ferno, you spazzing.
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
It's your boy Speedy,
And Shelly Rio.
and we're here to tell you guys all about
The 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam. Where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she said.
But he wasn't here.
We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yes, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.